Share a link.
Oh, and thanks for getting the show on last night.
No problem. No problem. Okay, website should be updated. Then there was one other thing I wanted to double check here before we get into it. MP4, yes. Okay. Perfect. Let me more on that. Okay. Hello, chat room. Hopefully y'all can see us. We were just chatting about Vision Pro before we went live. I think that what I'm most excited about is the resolution, because I've used Quest. I've used Quest 2. I've used the Vive, the HTC Vive, and all of those are they're low resolution screens compared, and you can really tell. And then there's like an effect called the screen door effect, and it's because you can see the pixels.
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
I think that's what's been blowing me away, on top of everything else, is that everyone says it looks so realistic. Nick Bilton had a Vanity Fair article, and he said that when he first put it on, he didn't realize that it wasn't transparent. He didn't realize that he was looking at a screen, which is
Wait a second. He didn't realize he was looking at a screen?
Mm-hmm. He thought that it was true augmented reality, which is the light passing through like a filter to your eyes.
Right.
He didn't realize that if the power had been unplugged, he just would see the inside of a dead screen, And I think that that's a huge departure. I think that they have really realized what this could... If you have a VR headset that has such incredible high resolution and it can track around you, what does that mean? And I think what they've realized is people don't like the virtual world. They like the real world. And what they want is the virtual overlaid on their normal surroundings. They don't want to be in the metaverse. They want to be in the real universe.
Right.
They want to be actually here. The metaverse is stupid and goofy and geeky, and only nerds hang out there. You want to hang out in the real world with all the real people and the cool people. And so that's why I think that they're pushing so hard on it being an augmented reality headset.
Okay.
Or spatial computing. They're not saying that this is the best virtual reality ever, because they don't want it to be. It is a virtual reality headset. The physics of it are you're looking into a virtual reality headset that has awesome pass-through, so you can see the world. But I think that they want it to be augmented reality. They would rather it be lenses or glasses or something, but this is all they can do at the moment.
All right. No, it looks interesting.
I mean, I can't believe that you could passably use a computer, on it. Like, I don't think I could do that with my Quest 2. That sort of thing is like...
Yeah. Now, the person I saw in that video that I sent on to you said typing starts out a little weird.
Yes. So, and I've heard that a few times too, is that typing is... so there's a few different ways to type. So you can just look at a few areas, like there's a microphone, and then you can just start talking. So you can use your voice. You can use
that would be good.
Yeah, so that's good. So that's good for like Google.com. gizwiz.tv. You know, if you know exactly where you want to go, you can just say it, and it most likely, unless it's like the most weird website, you know, that doesn't make any sense, then it may have some trouble. But typically it's going to get it. You can also use the virtual keyboard. You can also bring in your own Bluetooth keyboard. So if you want to,
okay,
you could supply a wireless keyboard. And so you could just use that. And because it's pass-through, you can see the keyboard. I think it was Marcus Brownlee did a video explaining kind of where... There's not a lot of augmented reality yet, but some of the augmented reality, which is like when we think of augmented reality, we think of like arrows on the street, you know, or like an extra, you know, something connected to physical objects a lot of times. Right. And Apple doesn't do that a lot, but they do it with their keyboards. So if you have a Bluetooth keyboard or an Apple Magic Keyboard, I think, if you're typing on it, it recognizes that it's a keyboard, and it will do a preview of what you're typing right above the keyboard. And so you don't have to look up at where you're typing. It'll do a little preview of it just right above your keys. And so it's almost like, I don't know, it just seems virtual. You know, it's all virtual, so they can just move elements around and things like that. So you can use a Bluetooth keyboard, or you can connect a computer. So if you have a Mac computer, you can look at the computer and it'll say connect, and you'll connect and it'll bring up the display of the computer. But you also get the keyboard and mouse. And so the keyboard and mouse will also link just like you would with a Bluetooth keyboard. So you have a few options for typing. And I think if you're going to actually sit down and type like an article or like something creative and not just answer emails and browse, then you'd want a keyboard of some type.
Well, why not just say, write my report?
Honestly, and at this point, you're kind of getting there.
Go ask the people what they want and then write it.
Yeah.
And leave me alone.
Exactly. Just tell ChatGPT what to do. I can use my voice to talk to ChatGPT, so there you go. I still haven't learned to type, Captain J. I'm still learning.
How to type?
Yeah. I'm horrible at typing.
Oh.
They had typing classes in school, but it was like children's games stuff. We were talking elementary school. And then that was it. That was the last time I ever got a typing course.
No, I was in a test class in school. They wanted to see if they could increase your they didn't care how bad the spelling was. They wanted people to type as fast as they could, and they didn't care how many mistakes you made.
That's strange.
And at the end of 3 months, they would see if you were a faster typer, but typing to spell words better. And I think it came out that it was like 10% faster. But it was fun being able to just...
Yeah. I think just living my life on the computer, I've gotten a lot faster. And then also for a while, I removed all the keycaps from my keyboard, and I had a blank keyboard for like about a year. And so I had to learn to touch type.
Oh.
I removed the keys, and so I'd be like, and I'd be so slow.
That's why the emails were like, hi, Lick, hi, Crick.
Exactly.
And then after 6 months, hi, Dick. And I thought, oh, he's
learning.
He's learning, or he's cheating and writing the letters on the
Sometimes it would get frustrating because I'd be like, where's the L? Where is the L? I forgot.
Get the L out of here.
Ah, there it is. But after you do that like 3 times, like, you start to remember. You embarrass yourself enough that you figure it out. And so that's another way that I learned. That's how I learned how to touch type. I still, though, look at the, like, even though I know how to touch type, I still look at the keys more often than not. I have like a stance. I'm better than, I don't hunt and peck anymore, but.
Stren said in his typing class, you had to be 95% accurate. Well, that's almost low, isn't it? If you're typing law journals or why do cows have hooves? All right, Scooter X. Oh, because they lactose.
They lactose.
All right. All right. Hey, Sims to Rachel. It always sounds like a radio command. Hello, Sims to Rachel. It's the tower. Oh, it's 7:30.
It is. Look at that.
We finish up CES with a couple of gadgets from you. The Giz Wiz tells us about the most expensive things he found at CES. Our new theme.
Oh yeah. Oh, I should pull that up.
Yes.
Let me just get myself all signed in.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. I'm all ready. Let me pull this up. Okay, here we go. In 3. Wait, I have to go here. 3, 2. I want to make sure I'm recording. I just need to make sure. Okay, there we go. Last time. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, I have the final 2 gadgets from CES. We take a look at the most expensive gadgets from the show, and I have a brand new crappy corner theme. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, here he is, not your handyman, but your gadget man, Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. Doing great.
We are
tomorrow,
in February.
We are February 1st.
Yep.
A 12th
of the year. Oh, do you know? On the 20th, we will celebrate 18 years of Giz Wiz.
Holy moly!
It started on February 20th, 2006. Can you believe it?
That is crazy. We need to give ourselves like one of those, good employee badges, that they give.
Exactly. I mean, that's
18 years of service.
Got to be up there with one of the first.
That's crazy.
Well, that was with Leo back, and Leo was one of the first with. He was on the air for a year before that. So,
man, that is crazy. And how many years independent? That was. I think we're now longer independent than we were with Twit.
It could be. First it was just radio.
Right.
And Leo was doing it like out of a bathroom or something.
It was the cottage. He was just renting only one office. That was like a whole.
Yes, exactly.
And then he slowly took over the entire building.
Yes.
And I was the last employee at the cottage.
Oh, you were? Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't have a desk. I had a chair sometimes. Sometimes you'd fight for. They had a big dinner table set up in the living room of this house, and people would sit around it. And if there was just too many people in the office that day, I did not have a spot to sit. I'd have to sit on a lounge chair.
Do you know that business is going back in that direction? I was talking to Susie Hutchinson, which is the one person left who works on MAD. And she said, this is about a year ago. She said, they have now at Warner Brothers removed all the offices and set up a huge room with computer desks. And in the morning, you call in and say, I want to work in the studio today. Can you save me a desk? And I said, so you have no personal filings, a place to keep a thermos, candy bars? She said, no. They tried to give you the same desk, but if a lot of people are coming in, you may phone in and they might say, don't come in. We have no room for you.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, what a way to work.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it. I loved having a desk, especially when working on, so as many projects as I was working on, and you'd have physical stuff that you'd have to set down somewhere. You'd get a book, you'd get a gadget, you'd get something.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I like having a spot. I think that people have really gotten used to the share work spaces, the WeWork sort of things.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, that's something you pop in and you don't have an office, but I think that people like having offices. I think that, or not just offices, but just even a place, not even, cubicle.
Yeah, an office is great because you can, basically, this is what my office looked like at MAD. And when I just said, I'll take everything home.
Yes, yes.
But
just a desk. Honestly, just a desk. That's all I had at Twit. It was great. Have a desk. That's my desk right there.
You have stuff in there. You have a fold-up umbrella.
Exactly.
You have a shave kit in case you didn't get a chance
Put
to
your
shave
lunch down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm excited because tomorrow I will be spatially computing.
Oh, it's coming tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the big day.
Oh my God.
It's been a fast rollout.
Yes.
Very fast. But we're talking about Vision Pro, the Apple Vision Pro. I'm getting one, and I couldn't be more excited. The review embargo dropped on Tuesday, and so everybody's been actually able to share and talk about it and take photos and everything. And I couldn't be more excited. Every review. Every time I hear criticism in the review, I'm like, that does not bother me. It's like I'm not.
I see.
Like every time that I'm like, oh, here's the downside that I'm worried about.
Right. Yeah.
It just hasn't been an issue. Even it was Nick Bilton in Vanity Fair said, he kept saying, there's this one issue, there's the one problem, and then I'm about to get to it. And he went 3 paragraphs in without except for the one problem. And his one problem was that he wanted to spend more time in it, but normal reality seemed too two-dimensional and archaic. I was like, you can't claim that is a con of the device, is that you wanted to use it more, and that normal life is now empty and devoid of fun for you. It's not a con. I don't understand. Anyway, that's how it felt reading a lot of these reviews.
That's very funny.
So I'm very, very excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see if the world of spatially computing means anything. Good news is I can just return it. I'm like, the spatially computing, it's not for me.
Do they have a test period?
Yeah, you can. It's like any Apple product, so you can just return it if you want. You get a full refund.
One time.
Yeah, that's why I kept thinking to myself, this is the best way to try it, because if I absolutely hate it, I can just get my money back. I've never had a restocking fee from Apple ever before, and I have returned $1,000 laptops before because I didn't like the color.
Is it like a 30-day thing or 2 weeks?
I think it's you get 30 days or maybe 14 days.
That's great.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Scooter X, who knows everything.
Scooter X is 2 weeks. Yeah, so it's 14 days is typical. Yeah. So I know.
Keep on for 14 days.
Right. So you get a 14-day trial. I'm playing that probably I'm not going to return it. I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot. Okay. But if I'm like, spatial computing is not for me, there is a a parachute. I have a escape plan.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's jump into it, shall we?
Let's jump in. Yeah, I'm excited to see. I don't know what the 2 gadgets left that you found are.
Perfect. So this is I kind of learned in the middle of this interview that this is probably not a gadget for everybody based on how you get the gadget, how you get it installed. But this is pretty cool nonetheless. So here's the first of the last of the gadgets from CES.
We're here at Showstoppers CES 2024, and I'm here with Niels at Nobi. Give me the elevator pitch of what I'm looking at. It looks like a lamp, but I can tell that it's a bit more than just a lamp.
Oh, absolutely, and if it looks like a lamp, then we did our job right. But secretly, we tucked away quite a bit of technology in there, and the main purpose for Nobi is to monitor seniors that choose to either live in congregate living environments, so senior living, be an independent living, assisted living, or memory care, or decided not to do that and remain at home and age in place. So the purpose for Nobi there is to monitoring and make sure that those people in whichever environment they chose to live in are doing so safely and happily. We monitor specifically for falls, mostly. Ideally, we like to prevent that fall. If we can't, we detect it. And the way we do that is AI-driven technology that resides in the lamp. We have an optical sensor that is ultimately monitoring the resident in there, or the senior in their living room spaces, and will in fact ask a question if it perceives a person that it thinks is on the floor, whether they have fallen or not. If the answer to that question is anything but a clear no, then we trigger an alert that gets sent out to the person that needs to be notified. That could be the caregiver on site. That could be a response center that is taking a call, is doing the triage, and is determining what the next level of action is going to be.
That is honestly incredible, and that is a ton of information, super packed in there. First off, just to unpack a bit of that, what type of sensors are included? Like, what is the sensor suite?
So there's a few different technologies built in there. We have an optical sensor that lays out and maps out the room and will monitor the environment. Ultimately, what it does, it creates images, and it will determine whether or not the person is in a safe position. We can determine whether they're in bed, out of bed, getting out of bed, whether they're actually present in the room, and then based on that, turn the lights on, help them get out of bed safely, or notify people if they see, hey, we haven't seen movement in X minutes or X hours. All customizable depending on the person we're monitoring.
I didn't think about that. Is if you're able to detect falls or positions of people, you can also kind of detect routine things as well, like waking up, and then automate the lights based off of that action. That's really awesome. So what does a typical setup process look like?
Very simple. It is like going to the store, buying yourself a new light fixture, and putting that on the ceiling. That said, if the person who purchases our equipment isn't capable or willing to do that, we have our own installation arm that can support with that. We cover coast to coast. We have licensed electricians that can do the work for us and make sure that the equipment is up and running, doing what it's supposed to do, and we have a happy customer underneath.
And just to make sure I'm perfectly clear, are you getting alerts through like an app, or is it more of like a phone call, or like kind of how am I being notified?
Good question, and it could be a healthy mix of all of the above. So again, depending on the environment that we're in, it's going to be a specific recipient to the notification. So that could be a caregiver in a senior care community. If we have a person who's looking to age in place, who's living at home, different story. So in that case, we have partnerships with some of the leading emergency response call centers here in the country that could take that call, triage it, and then determine the next action. Or it could be a family member. And to your point, it can be a text message, it can be a phone call. We have a very sleek-looking app that will run on Android and iOS that family members can have access to and determine what level of footage, what level of data they're going to provide or going to be able to access. Yeah.
And I'm curious, is there like maybe a whole community, like I think of an apartment complex, but obviously for retirees that are installing these, like in the entire facility, or is it typically like one-to-one?
No, absolutely. We so if we are talking to senior living providers, we are typically talking to the operators of those communities. And in that case, yes, they'll select either an entire department, an entire wing, or in some cases, if we're lucky, the entire building. Yeah. So
you're like, yeah, the entire building. Finally, what is the cost? What is the typical cost per device? And then is there a cost to maintain? And then also, is it in the market currently? Like, where's your...
Absolutely, yeah. So it's the there is essentially a hardware cost that's associated with the lamps, and then we do have what we call our Care membership, which is a monthly fee, which will ensure that you have the latest and greatest at all times. We can update any new features. We can, obviously, as we're an AI-driven solution, our AI gets smarter every day, so we can make sure that everybody's benefiting from that as well. So that's what the Care membership fee would encompass. As to the cost, it's really dependent on where we're installing and where we're selling. So for the people that are aging in place, the consumer market, as we've dubbed that, we go through resellers, and it's very often those resellers that determine what the cost is going to be for the lamp.
So you'll just ask for a quote from those.
Correct, and they have the relationship. They have a portfolio of products they bring to people that are aging in place, and Nobi becomes a part of that portfolio. Yeah.
Awesome. And where can people find out more?
So online, our website is nobi.life, L-I-F-E in that particular case. All of our information is there. We are soon going to be loading information regarding our resellers on there as well. Won't be there just yet, but there is a contact form that will lead you straight to us, and we'll be happy to answer any questions they have. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. Also, it looks like you were being interrupted because y'all just won an award, it looks like. The Gadget Awards, Best of Showstoppers 2024. So I'll be the first to say congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Okay, well, check out what's around here a little bit more.
I forgot that they were winning the award as I.
Oh, yeah. So we have no ballpark figure of what this might cost.
No, and that's what at the end I was like, wait, what? There's no cost. And so even when you click products, it just kind of explains. You got the pendant, the ceiling.
So there's no camera anywhere, right?
So I think there is a camera because of these type of descriptors on their website. It's NVIDIA processor analyzes all images locally and then deletes them if no fall incidence occurs.
Okay.
So it sounds like there is a camera, but it is doing it on device to determine a potential issue. So it seems a little too business to business at the moment.
I think so too.
A little sad, but I could see this kind of being like an upgraded life alert type of situation.
Yeah.
From the response of the chat room, I don't think anyone trusts this, though, with their privacy. And I could see maybe some, cutting-edge millennials getting on board with this, but I could see it being a difficult sell to tell someone who's aging, hey, we're going to stick a camera in your house, and we're going to see if you fell. And, just trust us. This camera isn't sending it anywhere. It just seems like a trust exercise that I don't think they're going to win every time. So, interesting concept. I mean, I think that it would be really cool if this was possible to do it without cameras, if there was a type of sensor that would work without cameras, and then also if it was less expensive, and then maybe even a whole suite of products that didn't need to be lamps. I could just see, just a little device that sits on a shelf that can see, all the room. I like the lamps because they're high up in the ceiling. They can see a lot of the room. And that kind of makes sense. Also, if you're going to be having a conversation like, did you fall? You kind of want that to be in a central location. You can hear it. So I like the base technology. I'm not sure if this is quite the killer product.
Did he give a hint of what Nobi is, how they got to Nobi?
No, I didn't ask him about the name.
Nobi. Okay. No BS?
B. No B on the ground anymore. No be alone in your apartment. No be.
No be salesman will call.
Okay, so moving on, taking a look at a privacy. We went from a gadget that's kind of a non-privacy gadget to a very privacy-focused gadget. So let's take a look at SkyDead.
We're here at Showstoppers at CES, and we're here with SkyTed. So you guys have been actually around for a little while, right? I think that I've seen a few products from you guys in the past?
Exactly, yeah. We've been
They were
at the
there
CES
last
last year already.
And tell me about what y'all are showing today.
So we have the brand new SkyTed mask. The goal of the mask is really to be able to conduct silent, confidential, and secure calls anytime, anywhere. So the way it works is when you put on the mask, people around you won't be able to hear a word you're saying, but the person you're actually trying to talk to via your phone will hear everything.
That's really crazy. So it like the first impression is it looks a little bit like, you know, a mask that you would wear during COVID, but you're saying that this will keep all the conversations you're having private and have a mic that will speak to whoever you're talking to.
Exactly, yeah. So I can show you how it works. I can put the mask on, I'm going to continue speaking, and you won't hear a single word.
This is going to be awkward. Go ahead and start. It's going to be awkward for everyone else.
Of course.
They won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, but right now I'm speaking, and I'm going to put the mask on. So right now
I'm standing right here and I cannot tell. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
impressive.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, I do see one behind you with a screen on it. Is that just for display purposes, or are they actually going to come with screens on
So
them?
this has two main purposes. The first one is really to showcase what we can do here at SkyTed. We can definitely customize our masks all the way, like really. If you want to put a LED on there, you can, just to give any information you want. And the second reason is because we're aiming at gamers. And gamers like to have customizable items. They like to put replays on there, put ads, put their team name as well. So yeah, the two main reasons for that.
That's really, really crazy. That's I mean, I'm looking at it and I almost feel like with the privacy aspect that it could also, like, if you were worried about COVID, it would like do like closed captioning like on the front of it. That was my first impression. That's pretty cool. So is currently in the market, and what's price point?
So we just launched our Kickstarter yesterday, so we're really, really hyped about that. We're looking at $349 for the Kickstarter version, so that's a good discount you have there.
That's awesome. And where can people find more information?
So more information can be found directly at skyted.io, so that's SKYTED.io. And then on the website you'll find information about who we are, what we do, and of course this Kickstarter.
Thank you so much for spending some time with me.
Good chat.
There you go. SkyTed.
SkyTed, yeah. Well, I guess if you're a businessman and you're on an airplane and have to talk privately, it would be worth it.
It seems like the cone of silence.
Yes.
Is kind of, but except that it has a microphone in it. Seems like this is something that they should pitch to like government agencies and things like that. It's like how to keep real conversations private. So yeah, here's their Kickstarter. We got to check that out.
Oh yeah, 5 days ago. Oh my God! I noticed that their goals now, everybody's making them really low so that they can suddenly say we're 5,000% above what we asked for. Definitely.
I feel like sometimes they just use this as a pre-order form. So they set it really low just so that they get as many people as they can to join the Kickstarter.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I could definitely see this having. I wonder if there's a Giz Wiz logo somewhere in this logo.
Yeah, I did it on ABC.
Ah, there we go. So yeah, so I'm interested to see if it takes off. If you see a lot of people having, that's the thing that I would worry about having a conversation, is that not only do other people overhear it, but maybe I'm just being rude. And so if this has the ability to make it so that no one can hear that I'm on a phone call and I need to make an important phone call, I'd be interested. Now, am I going to carry this around with me all the time just for that to pop up? No, I'm not probably ever going to do that. But if I worked at the CIA, maybe, or if I was a VP at a very important company and I got tired of people listening to my calls, maybe. So yeah, I think it'll have it has a spot, but
don't wear this if you have the Nobi and it says, "Have you fallen?" Excuse me.
What happens if your lamp is trying to talk to you and you have a SkyTed strapped to your face? What is he gonna do? I agree. Okay, well, those were the last two gadgets from CES.
Okay, so I was back here reading all the press releases and attending a lot of endless meetings. And as I mentioned on Twit, was I used to go down to find the real cheap, crappy stuff. But when you're watching virtual shows, nobody has the money to do a Zoom meeting and show you real crap. Okay, so I went looking for really expensive things, but one of the not too expensive things that I wanted was the keyboard that you found. So I just lifted your video. And so I asked the executive producer over there, can I just run my spot on my podcast? And he said, absolutely. So these are some expensive things from CES, done very quickly because ABC likes 30 seconds a gadget.
Woohoo!
Every year I feel surely we could not get more advanced in technology. We've reached the pinnacle, right? But then comes the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. And this morning, our own Giz Wiz Dick DiBartolo is here to share his favorite offbeat gadgets from CES 2024. Dick, great to see you as always.
The same. Welcome back to me.
That's right. This is all about getting Dick D on the show. And, you know, I'm pretty proud of my setup in my living room, but then I see this TV you're about to show us, Dick.
This is a TV like no one has ever seen before. What looks like a piece of sculpture is the CC'd N1 4K TV. In 60 seconds, 5 panels unfold silently to create a monumental 137-inch micro LED display. It can rotate right or left up to 180 degrees. And the indoor model cost about $200,000.
Whoa! Do we have anything a little more affordable for us mortals, Dick?
Well, you know what? For $190,000, a personal plane. The Helix is the first production ultralight all-electric aircraft in the U.S. It's a single-seat personal aircraft, requires no pilot license, but training is required. It has a range of 20 miles, daytime flying only. There's vertical takeoff and landing, and prices start at about $190,000. Delivery this June.
Yeah, I need like a Five Below booth at CES. Things that I could afford.
Yeah.
Okay, how about computer? Something a little smaller, Dick.
Okay, a little smaller, something from Lenovo, a 2-in-1, and it's very interesting. Watch. The Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 5 Hybrid is both a Windows laptop and an Android tablet. The bottom half runs Windows 11, but when you remove the detachable screen, it becomes an Android tablet. Both have their own battery, and while operating separately, can still share files. Lenovo also showed a concept version of eye-catching animated e-ink laptop covers.
Okay, that is very cool. A little more affordable for me. Now, Dick, we're always hearing about AI, so where are we with robots? Any new robots coming our way?
A lot of robots, and this is a cute little one from Samsung. Take a peek. Samsung's latest Bally robot is now an AI companion that can let you know what your pet is doing, show your pet videos, show you helpful videos on the wall or ceiling, can wake and control smart devices, even welcome you home. No price or availability has been announced yet.
I love it. Looks like BB-8 from Star Wars. Okay, last but not least, Dick, we're bringing it back to old school with this one.
Oh, we are. Someone has introduced a regular keyboard for some of the higher-end iPhones. Take a peek. The Clix keyboard got a lot of attention. It may seem old tech, but this physical keyboard case can add up to 50% more display area normally used by the virtual keyboard. The QWERTY keypad can be backlit when needed, and it'll soon be available for the iPhone Pro Series starting at $139.
Dick D, you're the best. And your website, of course, gizwiz.biz. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. A lot of fun.
That is so cool, Dickie D.
So do you want the electric?
Heck yeah! The ultralight portable
ultralight.
flying. Heck
Now,
yes.
It's kind of vague. The FAA said only for, not for congested areas. So are you sort of in the sticks where you are?
No.
Definitely not New York.
Not next to. I'm not. I don't know how close. I would have to be for. I wonder how far away you need to be from an airport. I guess.
Oh no, nothing to no. You don't want to go anywhere near an airport.
No. Now
You know,
it being an ultralight. I remember from the MythBusters days. Ultralights don't require licenses, like you mentioned. And yeah, you'd probably want to do some training, but it being battery operated is so interesting. Very
Now,
interesting.
the guy said that for now it's limited to 20 miles at 20 miles an hour.
But still,
as battery technology improves, he
even
said,
if it was just a mile, if I could skip all of traffic and just go to the Walmart and back, like if I could just, get from one spot to another, typically I'm not moving more than 5 miles away from my house for any one thing. And I assume the 20 miles is max range, so to get there and back 10 miles, you probably want to leave in a little bit of buffer.
Yes.
It sounds like 5 miles is about, what you could do on a single trip. I do think that the future of aviation is in electronic aviation. I think that we haven't quite seen that take off yet. And I think that there is a market for smaller airplanes. We're not talking about Airbuses. We're talking about...
No, this is a personal weight limit, I believe, was 250 pounds for the pilot. It's a single seater.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can take off and land vertically, you do it in your driveway. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. There was one other tech thing there that I wasn't able to get video of from Boston Whaler with the first autonomous boat docking boat. That's going to start. The boat itself is the biggest Boston Whaler, which I think is 40 feet. And I believe it's powered by 3 600 horsepower Mercs. And the one review of one of the guys whose work I followed, he said, if you are an experienced boater or a captain, you're going to sit there and go, how long is it going to take this boat to dock itself? It said, however...
That's how I feel with auto parking in my Tesla. I can just park this thing 3 times faster than the auto park feature.
Yes.
So,
but in the boating industry, I believe 70% of the people who won't buy a boat said the main reason is I can't dock it.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you could get a boat and let it dock itself would be amazing. But the Whalers, without anything, I believe they start at $1.5 million.
That would definitely hit your list of the most expensive gadgets on
Exactly.
We're here. Yeah, that's as.
What did you think of that keyboard, by the way?
I think the Clicks keyboard for the iPhone.
Yeah, that's right. We did it. It is expensive, though, right?
It's expensive, and personally, for me, I like the auto complete. I like auto, typing the too much. Although the keyboard shortcuts that they showed off are just so cool, like so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I should get something that big for the Vision Pro.
Life is going to be, I should buy a special chair for my Vision Pro. Now that I can see through my Vision Pro, I'd have to get better furniture.
Exactly. Now I can see the surroundings. Oh no. Well,
friends.
I still can't tell if I'm gonna feel like an absolute dork out and about in public is if it's possible to go to Starbucks, that'd be great. I'd have a triple monitor. I'd have more than a triple. I'd have a 360-degree monitor set up wherever I go. But if I'm too worried I'm going to be made fun of, I don't think I'd do it.
I tell you, I'm tipping off Mo's letter. You will look less obvious than what Mo was asking.
Okay.
With this.
Okay, that's good.
That's to look forward to.
That's good.
Okay.
The other thing is when if I see Vision Pro, I feel like it's the upgraded, evolved version of someone wearing a Bluetooth headset and not taking it off to talk to you. Like if you're having a conversation with someone in Vision Pro, it's like, okay, at any moment you're gonna get like a pop-up and just like go away.
That's funny.
Anyway, so we'll see. Okay. Well, with that, and the most expensive gadget to CES, it's I think we've wrapped up CES pretty nicely.
Yeah, we did. We did it.
Okay, well, with that, let's get out of CES and head to the crap side of town.
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okie dokie, we are back with another Crappy Corner. It has been a month, and so it's good to be back. It's just feeling good. So I asked the patrons what they wanted the Crappy Corner to be, and the options were bathroom gadgets, hiking gadgets, or couples/Valentine's Day gadgets. So what do you think?
Knowing our chat room, bathroom gadgets.
You are correct.
They're not hiking. And they figure, well, if I pick Valentine's Day, by the time we get to the end of February, it's going to be old hat.
So you are correct. Bathroom gadgets, 47%.
Oh my gosh!
It's a good amount. Good amount of votes.
Yeah.
So I went to the store to grab a bathroom gadget and recorded it. So here we are. Hey Diggity! So obviously bathroom gadgets won, so we are starting off in a bathroom. Today's gadget is if you want to have a nice spa day in your bathroom, well, you may want to add a scent diffuser into the mix. This one is specifically made to go into the shower, so your spa day in the shower can have nice scents, so you can really feel relaxed and exactly how you want to. So this is a battery operated diffuser that will diffuse these essential oil pods into the room. So let me get this open. There are a few pieces inside of the box, but first off we have the diffuser, and then we also have the little mounting pad to put this onto the wall. And it has instructions on the back of it, so you can easily check those right before you add it to the wall. And then on the other side of the diffuser is a little mounting point, which fits that little pad perfectly. And then also, this is the compartment for the batteries. So let me go ahead and get that open and add the batteries. It requires 2 AA batteries. Well, turns out the batteries are included. If I read the fine print, it actually mentions that they're included. So I didn't have to do this at all. Okay, reading the instructions, I mentioned to not put this directly next to the shower head. Put it on the wall opposite the shower head and then press for 30 seconds. It also recommends waiting 24 hours before you use it. I don't think we have to actually wait 24 hours. So once that's there, we can attach the actual diffuser, and we need to actually put the essential oils into the bottom of the diffuser. The oils come in 2 parts. You have a wick part, and then you also have the actual oil. So you take the cap off of this, set that to the side, take your wick, dunk it in there, screw that on. New oil pods are about $5.99, so about $6. And then before you attach it into the diffuser, this is where you choose basically how much smell you would like. So we'll go for a lot here since we're just testing it. Let me make sure that that's on there tight. There we go. And now we're going to add it into the diffuser until it clicks. Oh, that was very simple. And then all you have to do is click the on button. Ooh. I can hear a little fan that is running. And the box even mentions the soothing LEDs that are included. Are you not soothed by the LEDs? So what's really nice about this is that this diffuser, which I can actually already smell it, can work in the shower. So with all the humidity and all the steam and all the heat, this will run. It also has an auto on-off feature. So by the time, you can basically just turn it on and then walk away, and then it would turn off. So you kind of get to experience it while you're just here in the shower. Now I still need to take a shower with it, but I can actually say it's been on for a few minutes. I can definitely smell the aromas. The aromas are in the air. So honestly, so far, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. So back to you guys.
It is $30, $30 on Target. Target is where I ended up getting this. And like I mentioned, the extra pods are around $6. That it's auto off feature, not auto on feature, by the way. The auto off feature is just an 8-minute timer. So about as long as you would take a shower. You might have to, if you take a really long shower, you may have to hit it a second time.
I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I thought it was, and from using it, it is a very strong scent. From what I've noticed, really all this is a fan. Like it's really just a fan that kind of takes the pod. It's not really warming up or anything that I've noticed.
Yeah, I see.
I can kind of just remove it and kind of check it. But it's doing a pretty good job of diffusing it. And then I did get another oil diffusing pod. This one's more of a lavender scent, which I typically like lavender. And what's kind of cool is it comes with this cool little cap. This is like a gadget in itself. And this cap here on top is like, it allows you to press the top of it. And you can see it'll squirt out a little bit of oil. So now I have a bit of oil on my hand there. And so I could, if I wanted to use this as more of a topical thing, you can do that. And that's, it's just essential oil. That's all it is. Or, of course, I could take the cap off and then replace the wick that's in there. I'd reuse the wick and then add it and then stick it into the diffuser if you want to use that.
That's pretty neat.
So yeah. So I found this at Target. The brand is Lifelines, and they have a whole bunch of kind of essential oil products. This Lifelines brand. Here they are.
Oh wow!
The whole set, all of them for $20. And I kept seeing this pin. I'm not exactly sure what the pin is, but yeah, there you go. So
I think it's nice.
I think this will be a fun category, the bathroom gadget category. I have already ordered a few fun little gadgets to check out. So that'll be this month's theme. We get 5 weeks this month.
Because today's the first. And
it's the first.
And it's leap year.
And it's a leap year. So we're going to get 5 weeks out of this month, which is going to be crazy. So looking forward to that. Thank you, patrons, for your opinions on what the theme should be. You'll get a new poll next month. With that, let's head into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget warehouse.
Foghorn.
Our email is from Steve C., who says, "Hi, Dick and Chad. I don't have a video of a gadget, but a video from my new gadget.
Ooh.
It's a dash cam that I put in my vehicle to record crazy things while driving on the highway. 2 cameras, front and back, records at 1080p. And he did say that not long on getting it installed, I was driving, came up behind a Martin Marietta cement truck that hit a bump and rocks came flying off and cracked my windshield.
Yikes.
And we will be able to see the rocks flying off and hear them hitting at about 14 seconds in." Okay.
That's not a fun day.
No.
Now let's check out the video. There it is. It's clear video.
Yeah, it's very nice video. Waiting for...
Trying to do where in the world are we?
Yeah. I don't... The windshield looks...
I heard a smack.
Yeah, I heard something too. There's a little... Looks like a little dent in the windshield. Now he's going to drive in front of it and crack his windshield.
We're going to get to see some road rage. Yeah.
Steve C. in chat. Well, I don't see the cracked windshield, but I do see like a chip down in the lower left.
Yeah, I definitely heard a smack up against it. I'm sure that Steve knows exactly where to look. See the pixels that you usually do there. Yeah, I am a strong believer in dash cams. It's so hard to even remember what was happening in the moment of an issue. I've had to use my dash cam footage twice now. One of which would have I would have been liable. I would have had to talk to my insurance because it was this 3-car issue. Everyone agreed it wasn't my fault, but no one agreed whose fault it was the other two.
Right.
They had like a collision and then ended up hitting me, and so my insurance couldn't. I couldn't. Anyway, it was frustrating, and but I did have the footage. I was like, I was in my lane. I was doing nothing wrong, and I got hit. So anyway, I highly suggest getting a dash cam.
Yeah.
It just helps with claims so much, and they are pretty inexpensive. And
no, Steve said mine was about $100. It came with a 64 gigabyte memory card. Now, Amazon said it was not available. See, currently not available. But on Walmart, they're using the same photos as on Amazon, and it's $20 cheaper.
Yeah.
It's $80 on Walmart, and it includes the 64 gigabyte cam, and I think they're nameless. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's called To God on Walmart. Not available on Amazon.
If you were worried about the lamp that was going to spy on you, don't think too hard about these little guys. But I typically, I've bought a few of them, and typically I just keep an eye on the reviews. I've gotten some that mount to the mirror, and also some that just kind of suction cup up to the window. And yeah, and now the Tesla, Captain J is saying, does Tesla help in any way? The Tesla now does it automatically. You just give it a USB key and it uses all the cameras that are already on the car.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's a really cool feature because it captures not only the front cameras but the side cameras, and I think it even captures the back camera now. So that's a nice feature as well. But yeah, dash cams, I highly recommend them for everyone. Cool. Cool
So
story. I
Steve-
like it, Steve. I'm glad that it worked out. Maybe you can get your repair costs back.
Yeah, exactly. And you will get the current issue of Mad Magazine. If you want to wait like 3 weeks, you can get the February, March, you can get the April issue. Just let me know. Send me your address. And if you want to make a video, it can be from a gadget. If you have a camera that does something wonderful, anything to do with a gadget, make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes. Put it up on YouTube, and as Steve did, use horizontal format, landscape format, and make sure we can hear your voice. Describe what we're seeing. Put it up on YouTube. You can click unlisted. That way, only people with the URL will be able to see it, and send that to us. Mail at gizwiz.tv, and we can have something from Mo for next week. But we need more gadgets. Especially never send something in. It's very easy.
Very easy and fun. And
fun.
We
all love it.
We don't judge. We don't make fun.
Right.
Great time over here. So yeah. With that, let's head into the letter. Now.
And Mo simply asks, Dick, would you wear this at Mad Magazine? And if you did, would anybody at Mad say anything? And now
it's
your personal space helmet that fully blocks office noise.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, man, what an accessory.
There you go.
Oh, look.
Yeah, no, nothing.
For those who are on audio, this is like
nothing strange here.
It's like as if this is a full-size person, but they have the helmet sized to like a bobblehead. Like it is a massive. His helmet goes over the shoulders almost, and then it does have a cutout, but it's massive. I mean, it's just absolutely huge.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back to that. That is actually an ad, Chad. So typically, you need a lot of space for one person. But if they're all wearing this...
Oh, man.
In the same...
Perfect for call centers. I hope that all the telemarketers get on this immediately. What on earth?
That is, but you know what? I could not find anywhere where there was to order one.
No, there's no way. People were complaining about the Vision Pro being too heavy. Imagine putting this darn thing on your... Oh my gosh, I need the one that's a minion.
Vision Pro. Oh, that's funny.
I need the one that's actually a bowling ball. What on earth is that?
Oh, that's so funny.
Honestly, Vision Pro should have looked like this. Those are goofy. I don't know. There's no way. There's no way.
No.
Honestly, I feel like a VR headset could just be a helmet, but this massive helmet. I mean, it's just too big. That's just massive.
A little too weird.
Design Boom is talking about this. That is so funny. I feel like that's all we would have at the Mad offices. You know, if
yes.
It was me and you running them. No cubicles. You just get these and a chair, and that's it.
Yeah. But the thing is, you would have no privacy at all if you had that. People would come in and go, "Hey, turn around, show them what that looks like. Hey, Murray, come on in here. Look what Dick is wearing."
Could you imagine how humiliating it would be if you're working away and then you get a donk, donk, donk on the top of your little helmet? Hey, I mean to talk to you about...
Can you unhelmet yourself? I need to ask you a question.
You're under the helmet. What do you want? Get out of here. I'm answering emails. I'm not here right now. That is hilarious, Mo. You always find the funniest things, the funniest gadgets on the internet. I want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting our show. You guys support us every single episode. So if you like the show, please consider giving back, patreon.com/GizWiz, or you can head out to our website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and there's a big old Patreon banner, or there's also a tiny little link for PayPal if you want to support us through PayPal. Gizwiz.tv is the place where you can do that, and that's also the place where you can watch live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. If you want to watch live, head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, and the website will update around that time with the live stream. If we are not live, that'll be either the most recent episode or the most recent Giz Fizz, if it is near Wednesday. So head on over to our website often to get all the updates. Also, all of our previous episodes are there as well. Gizwiz.tv. Gizwiz.biz is Dickie D's website where he writes articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on this show. So if you ever need a link back to a gadget to see it again, Gizwiz.biz is the place to go. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is an entire gadget that you gotta guess what it is. And I know what this gadget is. If you ever get tired of misplacing your CR2032 batteries, you now have a chalice to keep them in, a little cup to keep your CR2032 batteries in.
That's good.
If you think you know what this is, get a guess in 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here. Okay, crack me up. Flying out. Drone.
There is a fan in this room. It's right above me.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. The Mask of Silence. Let me think. What was...
Silence.
Funny. Sniff and be silent. I Spy lamp. The I Spy lamp. Lexo lamp.
Holy wall of silence.
Can't hear you now. My lamp is spying on me. Personal headspace.
I spy.
Back in the crowd. I kind of like personal headspace for some reason. I don't know why that was.
That's okay. That's good.
It's given me the. I don't know why. It gives homage, so I feel like everything we talked about. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah, because you had the big thing, and you had the Sky Ted.
Yeah, exactly.
My lamp is spying on me.
Yes.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, Marsworm. Here we go in 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1973, recorded Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Personal headspace.
And we just need a photo. You have something to hold. I have nothing.
I I have a gadget again. Oh, it's so bright. How do I show this gadget off without blowing out? To like hold it back here. I may have to. Can I make this less bright? I know that I can. There was a theoretical. There was a hypothetical. Oh, closer is better. There we go. Something like that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice.
All righty, chat room. We'll see you Wednesday for Fizz and Thursday for Wiz. Is it Groundhog Day Eve? Groundhog Day is tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. Hey, Becky. Sims to Racial. Captain J. All right, everybody. Chad, thank you.
Okie dokie, thank you. See y'all later, everyone.
This was good. We'll be there. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, McGowan Hawks, folks. Okay.